inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
To throw on second down, Thurman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. It's Curtis. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3-and-out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3-and-out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3-and-out. I went 3-and-out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Looking to throw on second down. Thurman.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Thurman. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know it's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Now a play fake here on first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National.
Throwing on first down. Thurman. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
27 yards there, a first down. Operating from the gun. Thurman.
Down inside the 10.
And down to the 7-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw on second down. Thurman. And it's caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
Johnson. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and 20.
Back to throw. Reeves.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, Reeves. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
But you look at this defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
That good for 19 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 46 yards on the play.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
They'll run on 1st down. Curtis. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Monarchs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Thurman.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
That is caught.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw again. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 25 yards that time.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Operating from the gun. Reeves throwing into traffic there. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Reeves. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
To throw on 3rd down, Reeves.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Throwing on 1st down, Reeves. And that's complete. It's Green here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he is caught with the 7-yard line. Touchdown! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Monarchs have taken the lead.
For two, they'll kick the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tokyo set to go on offense once again.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Thurman. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Thurman. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
On 2nd down, Johnson.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On second down, McClellan. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And he stopped immediately there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Reeves. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Off the play fake. Reeves. Green brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Reeves. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely move the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing again. Thurman. Oh, he'll run that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Thurman. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They bring their punter out there now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
To throw on second down. Reeves. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Looking to throw. Reeves. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Thurman. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Thurman. He finds his man. Complete. It's Porter. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Looking to throw. Thurman.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Reeves. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started in the place dubbed America's finest city, San Diego, California, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Falcons finish off an up and down first half on an up note as they even their mark at 4-4 with a victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see currently they trail in that ball game. The Rams trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The Sentinels locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have.
Okay,
we were certainly treated to an entertaining first half.
Still
both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
On 1st and 10, Reeves. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! A big play there. 57 yards.
And the Monarchs are able to add on to that lead.
And he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he'll give as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back.
Here comes 2nd and a yard.
Off the bootleg, Thurman. He gets it left side to Johnson. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Thurman.
They'll complete this one to Watson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Off play action. Thurman. Throw left side complete. That's Porter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw on second down. Thurman. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Thurman. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
On first down, Reeves over the middle, complete. It's Myers. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Third down and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Reeves. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They run the counter. It's Curtis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
41 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
At halftime, you have to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They've had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Eluding the pressure right. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste a second performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Thurman. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Thurman.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Reeves. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Reeves. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Reeves. And the reception made by Green. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Reeves. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Monarchs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
To throw on 3rd down, Thurman. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So they bring out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to...
From the gun on 3rd down. Reeves. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. On first down, it's Curtis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Curtis. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, it's Curtis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
2nd and 9.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. In motion left goes Green.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Call that a gain of 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Curtis. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Curtis. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Toronto,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Meanwhile, for Tokyo,
they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.